we are going to see and execute a program which is in Java using this Corba. So before we go ahead, let me tell you what is Corba. Let us understand this by an example, that you want to say sell a property. There is another person who wants to buy a property. Now you don't approach this person directly. There is a person or a company which is called as the broker, dalal, agent. So now this broker provides you various facilities. That is, you are safe and secure, your money is safe and secure, and all the situation or all the formalities are done by this broker. You may be here, he may be in some other country. Okay, so this is how this broker helps you, and this is kind of a middleware in between you. And this common object request broker architecture is a standard developed by Object Management Group, OMG, and this is to provide interoperability among distributed objects. These are objects. In Java, in C++, we deal with objects, that is the instance of class, and this object we are talking about. So Corba is the world's leading middleware solution, enabling the exchange of information independent of hardware platform, independent of programming language. Say this might be a machine having a program, having a object made in Java, here maybe in some other language, say C++, like this. So programming language, operating system, everything, it is independent of. And Corba is essentially a design specification for this ORB, Object Request Broker, where ORB provides the mechanism required for distributed objects, these are distributed objects, to communicate with each other, whether locally, they may be in same city or same machine, or on a remote devices. Specifically, we are talking about network written in the different languages or at different locations on a network. So this is a very good, on the internet I found a program, very good program, and this is the link I followed and I implemented this program only. So I have no copyright. The whole thing is provided by this website. So I'm just going to run it and explain you how this works. So this is what we are going to do. We'll make a simple remote object, and we will have a server that has to initiate or create and bind a remote object, this object, and then client is going to invoke this object. And we need to have JDK in our system. If you want to run on the command prompt, it's okay. Otherwise, you can have NetBeans or Eclipse for this. So let me just give you a glimpse of what we are going to do. First of all, we will open our NetBeans or Eclipse, or we will make two certain programs. First of all, what we will do is we will have a interface. We will make an interface in ideal language, and ideal language is for Corba. So I'll make a very small function basically, and we will run this ideal, say if it is called as addition.ideal. So we'll just run it. Say this is prompt, and we'll say idlj and /f all and addition.ideal. So it will create 6. This will have the function, basically function. So this ideal will form 6 files. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll have a skeleton, we will have a stub, we'll have a POA file, and all these files are required. So we have created an ideal, a Corba environment. Then we will write a server program. In this server program, we will have two classes basically. One is the implementation. So we will call it as, say, add addition obj, like this. I'll tell you the name later, but this will have the implementation of the function which we are talking about. And then we have the server program, and this server program will all have the ORB created, the naming, the connection, and everything. Everything will be here, but the implementation will be here. Then this client will be made. This will only have one Java class, and this Java class will have exactly same thing the server will have. That is, it will also have a ORB. Now whatever is being created as a naming context or naming reference, we will bind it here. And then we'll try to invoke from here. So now when this, first of all, we have to open certain thing. What is the opening? We have to say we have to initiate the ORB. So there will be say we will write some in the command prompt only, say here, and we'll write something. I'll show you what we are going to write, and there will be the orb.exe, and this will be initiated with a port number also. So this is initiated. Now this is a blank window, but this will open the ORB, and after that you run the server, and this server will listen, will be ready for some client to ask or invoke the method, because invocation method is here and we have all the bindings here. Now the client will run client. Now client will ask for this add function, and it will pass, say, add 2, 3, and it will return, this function will be invoked and 5 will be returned. So this is a glimpse of program I wanted to give. And what we are going to do, let me give you the exact thing. Addition.ideals first will make a very simple file, means a plain file, name it as ideal, and this will be a add function, one more function we have used, and this addition.ideal we are going to run, and that is run through IDLJ. After that we will implement the server. So we have addition.obj. In this addition.obj we will have implementation of the ideal interface. This ideal interface what we made, we have the implementation of this you can say interface, and this start server is a subclass of addition POA. This addition POA is one of the 6 files which is created when the ideal file is executed. And then we have this servant containing the methods of ideal operation, and this we have add as an example here. I'll show you the program, we'll write the program. So addition obj methods are just like ordinary Java methods which we write, and we have certain extra codes which we see related to ORB for marshalling and unmarshalling. All these things will be there. So the server class has this server main method. It will create an ORB instance, then it will create a server instance, that is the implementation of one of the Corba object, and tells the ORB about it, and it gets a Corba object reference from a naming context in which to register the new Corba object, and it registers the new object in the naming context under the name ABC. Now what all this is going on, that if you are here and I am here, and if you want to have if you want to reach me, you need to know my name, you need to know my address, etc. So all these things are going for this only, because it can be anywhere in the world, I can be anywhere in the world. So the client, if it is asking for certain function to be revoked, that function proper address it must know. So all these things are just to know the address, and then the server will wait for the invocation. Now any client can invoke that add function to get the addition result. Now here is the client application. Client application, again it will create the ORB, obtain a reference to the naming context, that is obtain the address and the information about where the function will be found, and then there is ABC. I'll show you what ABC does. ABC is just the thing which I used to have a context or interconnection, and it receives a reference to the Corba object, and finally it invokes the add operation and prints the result, which is whatever number you send, the addition will be printed. So now let us go directly to the program. And okay, I am going to make this program on Windows system, NetBeans, and we are going to make it on proper means I am going to make all those classes and show you how this works. Okay, we are making this program in NetBeans. Let me run it for you first. So this is orb.orbd.exe. Basically we are running the Corba environment first, and this is a different thing with the program. It's a separate thing which we run. Now coming here, there are two projects. One is a server project, one is a client project, or you can say server file and client file. And in these project, the content, as I told you already, there was a link, and on that link that program is written. So let me run the server here. ORB is already running in the background. Addition server ready and waiting. Server is waiting now. This is an addition program. We will send the values, two values, and we'll get the result. And now client will request, or you can say invoke this function. So now the client we have run, welcome to the addition system. Client, this is the server. Addition server ready and waiting. Client we have run, we will put two numbers. And these two numbers will go to the server. And server is going to take the numbers and going to return the result to the client. So you can have, and this is running infinitely, this server and client. So this program we are going to make, we have a server, we have a client. We'll make to work them on a single system. So what I'll do is I'll delete these projects now, and we'll do it step by step afresh. So as I said, we have a link. I'm going to give you that link, and the program is written. And what are the steps you have to follow? Let me tell you. So we just clean these two projects. So how do we start? One by one step we are going to start. Let me just delete it. So let me just close this also. I'll try to refresh it, means run the NetBeans again, because you will be starting afresh. So it doesn't matter. This step is not for you. Let me open the NetBeans, or if you're using Eclipse, whichever Java ID you are using. So these are the steps. In NetBeans, now it is clean. In this, first thing you have to do is to make a project, make a new project, Java application. Java choose here and Java application here. So we are creating a new project, and the name you are going to give is, first we will always make the server and we run it. So server, Corba Addition Server, you can give this name, Corba Addition Server. Now this is your, it is already, this always project will give you a main. You have public static void main here. There will be some conflict, but I'll show you how to, we need to delete this. So I'm making a class now, first, but we haven't made an ideal file. We haven't made anything for the Corba. So we have to make a plain text file. Please understand, plain text file. If you're making it, you can make it anywhere. You can make it anywhere. It has no relationship with Corba Addition Server. Addition.ideal, I'm just making it for my comfort. You can make it anywhere. Name it as addition.ideal. You can make it in a notepad. Make a notepad, just make it in a notepad or notepad++, and just name it as addition.ideal with double quotes. If you don't make it, it will be .txt added. So you always have to make addition.ideal. That is the ideal language which Corba provides. You can make it anywhere. I just made it here. I'm just changing the positions. It doesn't matter. Addition this ideal, I just, I took it and placed it along with my Corba Addition Server file. It doesn't matter. Why? You'll just see. This ideal file, let me tell you again, you have to make it anywhere. Addition.ideal, this text file, plain text file you have to make, and there should not be any I made it here, but it has to be made independent, because see, basic thing is that we want independency. Corba is a middleware. I want client to be different, I want server to be different, and this ideal should be with Corba, so you can make it separate, but I made it here. Okay. So I just took I know where this file is now. I copied the path. So you have to run this file, addition.ideal. This is the path. So what you have to write? idlj space -f all, then addition.ideal, same file name. You can run it from anywhere, C prompt, anywhere. I just took the path and I wanted to run it because I want IDLJ to know where this addition.idl file is there. So I'll show you, you'll ask question, where is IDLJ, from where it is running. So I'll take you to JDK or JRE, which I'm using. So this is JDK, and here you'll file an exe file, IDLG. So this is the, you can say, an executor for Corba, for ideal language, for compiling and running the IDLG. So now I'm running it, and I haven't written anything here. So I have to write something here in addition.idl. This is a plain text file. It has nothing to do with Java. It has nothing to do with anyone. Okay. We have made a content module addition app. This will be our main, folder will be made. And this is an interface. This interface should be through this interface, client and server will talk. We have two functions. To forget about the second function, concentrate on the first function, add. So inside this we have taken long because there are different operating systems, there are different platforms. So I took the longest one. That is how I took long. Now the addition.idl we have made. Now I also added some content here. Let me run it. Same command, idlj fall with hyphen addition.idlj. When I run this, I already run it. And I'll show you that this simple file is going to give you 6 files. 6 different files will be made through IDLJ compiler. So I executed addition.idlj. These are the 6 files which are made. Now this 6 files will be used by the client and server to do the communication, to do this stub, skeleton, POA, all these are there, and stub and skeleton will be used for this client and server. Okay, this ideal part understood? Now ideal has nothing to do with this. Only these 6 files has to be added to this server project and client project. These 6 files. So first class I am making in our server project. First one. The first class is addition.obj.java. Addition.obj.java. Here the function I just made in the ideal. I am going to give the code of this. So this will have this addition.obj.java is making this will be simple Java function. There will be nothing extra. So in this you see I imported addition app which will containing all the 6 files. Then org.omg. You don't have to worry about that. That is all Corba stuff. Then class addition obj extends addition POA. This addition POA was one of the file which was created. 6 files. One of the file is this. So we created an ORB object, this private variable, and now I just made 2 functions. One function is add function, one function is shutdown. Now I am making one more class. 2 classes I am making. One I already made, addition obj, having the functions, actual implementation. Now I am making a main. There is one more main. When you made a project, there is always a main being given by the project itself, by NetBeans. But I am making another main. So this I am going to copy from that link I shared, and if you want to see, it will be here. So I am going to, there is a main class already being made when I created this project. I am going to delete it later. But this is I made it myself, start server. This is related to this server. Two Java classes will be there. Addition obj, start server. So I included everything the same way, including then what we did is that the server and client should know each other, and there has to be an interface. So there is a binding, there is a name reference, there is a, because that function is written in server, client. How do client know that this function is there, or what is the name of that function? How do I call it? How do I send the argument? So the first, if you see public static void main, all these starting 3 or 4 code snippets are basically creating and initializing the ORB, then getting object reference from the server. All these are happening. Means naming service, naming context, all these Java is with this Java and Corba is doing in the background. So now I just copied it and made it. Now let me just try to run it. It will run. And on the background, you have to have this ORB. This ORB should be run in the background, right? This ORB D should be always in the background. And now, if you see this program, we have to give some configuration. We cannot run like this. Because a port, the server should have a client should know the port. The client should know the IP. Similarly, the server should know the IP. Server should know the port number of the client. All these. So this has to be given in the project properties in the run, in the arguments. Project properties run argument. So this is the initial port, ORB initial port number I am giving. 4444 in the program it is 1050. You can use whatever you need. I just change it. And then ORB local initial host is local host because I want this client and server to communicate with a middleware ORB in the local host only, in the same system. If you want the systems are somewhere else, just give the IP number. Local host is for my 127.0.0.1. So this is done now. The initial things are creating and initializing ORB, creating servant and registering with the ORB, like all these things. I run it. Now I faced a problem. Means why this problem? I already told you there are two mains here. When I created a Java project, we already had a Corba edition server.java which already NetBeans has given me. But I don't want it. I want to make it myself. So start server, I made it. So there are two mains and this main is running. So I need to delete it. Just delete this. Just delete this. Delete this. Okay. Now you have two files only. Addition obj.java, start server.java. I am running start server.java. And you see this is what we have written. Addition server ready and waiting. And we already have a folder that contains that 6 files which IDL has created in this only. Now let me come to the client part. Again Java application. I'm making a client. This is a separate new project. So now the name will be, what will be the name? Corba Edition Client. Corba Edition Client. The naming context, the connection with the ORB, the name which the function is going to use, argument passing, all these should be known to client also, should be known to the server also. So what we are doing here, we have created a very fresh Corba Edition client. So naming service, all these naming context, ORB linking is done by some code which you have to use every time. And then we have these 6 files, and I told you this was created in the server. I don't need to, but I created it. Copy this folder, copy this folder and put it in the newly project you have made. You can put it anywhere, it doesn't matter. Just copy this and paste it here. So you need these 6 files in the server also and client also. Let me tell you, server needs only 5 of these files, client only need 3 of these files. But I don't take chance because you will be making for the first time. Let us have all the 6 files in the server project also and client project also. Now I'm making a new class in our client. 2 classes I made in the server, one I am making it in the client. Start client. Let us name it as slide client. And this is start client. And again, I'll have a main here. So there is already a main because Corba Edition client will always make a main. But this is what my main is doing. You see the first 4 lines here. These are just to resolve this naming context, and this ABC which you see here, ABC was given in the server also. So by this ABC you can have XYZ whatever you need, but this is the ABC by which the client will know that this is server and server will know this is the client. So this is these 4 lines which you see initially is simply the ORB has been initiated. There is a resolution of initial reference, there is some naming context helping, and finally the addition helper is resolving the str which is ABC, which is given in this one server. Now this is the basic way. For loop is infinite, so the client will again and again input values from us, and then it will show the result. Again, what you have to do is you have to go to the properties, project properties, and I am copying it first from the server. Whatever you have given in the server, same thing, copy, just take copy it and go to the client project, go to the customize, project properties run, and in the argument section just paste it. Same thing, initial port, ORB initial port is 4444 and ORB initial host is local host. Server and client are on the same system. If you want to make it in another system, as I said, just give the IP, give the server IP. Okay, now I run it. Again, the problem is same. We already have a main. Whenever you make a project, it will always create a class with main. So delete it. You can also do one thing. You can just whatever I said through the link, you can copy in the file which this NetBeans has given us, but don't do it, because let it do it the way I am telling you. Now I'm running it, start client, because main class I deleted. I just made a separate start client. So now it is asking for enter A. You give the number, then just separate the numbers B, A and B. Now the result is 30. So this is coming from the server. You know, server has the function declaration. So it's kind of a remote method invocation from the client to the server using the Corba middleware. And now if your server and client is in any platform, maybe Mac or one is using Java, one is C, doesn't matter.